nito mga kababayan na presentation ni Congressman J.J. Suarez. Inubaran niya ng maskara. Itong si Michael Yang at saka si Alan Lim. Si Michael Yang, alam naman ninyo po kung sino to. Ito yung economic advisor po. Dating economic advisor ni Digong. Ito anyang dalawang ito. These are the two main players. Mga key figures anya ito sa mga drug-related activities and illegal pogo operations dito sa ating bansa. Ayan po mga kababayan yung presentation niya ni Congressman J.J. Suarez.
Nagpapagang mga balita at magtalakay sa mga isyu ng lipunan. Bulsa! Opinyon, banat at paglalantad sa katotohanan. Bulsa! What you see is what you get. You decide.
House Deputy Speaker, sino niya Mr. Maravillas yung nasa gitna? Alam siya na po. It is a damning revelation mga kababayan sa presentation ni Congressman J.J. Suarez. Kaya mabuhay po ang ating Quadcom. Ito yung sinasabi ng ating speaker na sa pagbuo nitong Quadcom, hindi ayaan po ng ating Congress niya na mamamayani dito sa ating bansa ang mga alagad ng kadiliman at kasamaan. Yan po yung malinaw na message ni Speaker Martin Romualdez. But before ko mga kababayan ibigay sa inyo yung full presentation nitong si Congressman J.J. Suarez, click subscribe muna dito sa ating YouTube channel and hit the notification bell para lagi po kayong updated sa mga kaganapan dito sa ating bansa. Like and share na rin po ninyo ng ating video. At huwag na rin po ninyo na skip yung ating mga commercial ads para tuloy-tuloy lang ang pag-unlad ng Bagong Pilipinas. So balikan natin mga kababayan yung ating kwento. Ito na po yung full presentation ni Congressman J.J. Suarez ng Quezon sa Quadcom hearing po kahapon hanggang gabi. Iyan po mga kababayan. Si Congressman J.J.
Magandang gabi po sa ating lahat. I just want to make sure that, Mr. Chair, is our computer and slide ready? Okay. Mr. Chair, if I may. Mr. Chair, if I may. The Quadcom was born out of a most interesting discovery. From the separate hearings of the Committees of Dangerous Drugs, Public Accounts, Human Rights, and Public Order and Safety. Mukhang may natisod po kami. Mukhang may koneksyon at pare-pareho ang cast of characters. The criminal enterprise has penetrated us and has been operating with quiet impunity. And out of these operations that led to a monopoly of crimes such as human trafficking, kidnapping, prostitution, murder, love scams, crypto scams, at lahat na ng cybercrimes. Hindi lang po yan. Nagsimula na silang kamkamin ang lupa na dapat para sa Pilipino. Para sa Pilipino lamang.
Hindi.
Gamit ibang korporasyon at mga individual na mabanyagang pretending to be Filipinos sa pamamagitan ng pamemeke ng mga birth certificates at iba pang government IDs. This is a serious threat to our national security and our sovereignty as a nation. As the investigations progress, there were corporations that kept surfacing with familiar names that have been tied to cases, controversial investigations in nature. Dahil po dito, we went into a deep dive into these corporations. Are they really connected? Using open sources, documents from SEC, at mga records na naisumite sa iba't ibang committee na bumubuo ng Quadcom, we discovered a pattern, a partnership an alignment. Nung nakita po namin ang pattern, sinundan po namin ito pataas. Ang mga korporasyon na ito stripped it of its layers to get to the top and through it all. And we have discovered
full story ng balitang yan, click subscribe muna dito sa ating YouTube channel and hit the notification bell para lagi po kayong updated sa mga kaganapan dito sa ating bansa. Like and share na rin po ninyo ang ating video at huwag na rin po ninyo na skip yung ating mga commercial ads para tuloy-tuloy lang ang pag-unlad ng Bagong Pilipinas. Sa mga nagana po ng malinis and spacious fitness gym, pumunta lang po kayo sa aming Colossal Fitness Gym. We also offer Grab Car Rental with our brand new 2023 model ng Toyota Innova. We also accept booking for those who are planning to travel via PAL, Cebu Pacific, and other airline companies, local and international, and bills payment for Meralco Bills, Aleco Bills, PLDT, etc. Ang Colossal Fitness Gym is located at 3rd floor Security Bank Building, Lanco Business Park, Legazpi City, Albay. For inquiries, look for Gilon Maravillas, contact number 0966-802-0949. Yan po yung aming Innova. Lagi na pong matao sa amin. Yan po mga bagong clients namin. Napakaganda at colorful at napakalinis ng aming gym po. Pati mga foreigners po pumupunta sa amin, mga British tourist po sila dito sa Legazpi. Na-set up na rin po yung aming mga brand new gym equipment. May treadmill na rin po kami. Ito naman po yung bago naming product na binibenta online. Eye Glow Serum, whitening po siya. Tingnan ninyo yung epekto sa aking anak na architect before and now. Yung mga inquiries po ninyo, dumiretso na lang kayo sa kanyang Facebook account, Riz Maravillas. Ito naman po, Firmax Firming and Lifting Cream, pinapahid po sa mga pulses and affected area. Mahinam po sa paninigas ng mga kaso-kasuan. Ito naman po, Automax Radiant Serum. Sa mukha naman yung application, anti-aging po siya. You will look 10 years younger than your age. Sa mga cancer patients naman po, baka lang gusto ninyo itong itry. Neng siya red mixed fruit drink. Hindi mo po siya gamot, food supplement siya. Kaya lang, gawa siya mga kababayan sa goji berry. Yung goji berry may anti-cancer properties. O ngayon, yung mga inquiries ninyo, dumiritso na lang kayo sa aming messenger sa Facebook para masagot namin agad. Ayos pa? Ayos na ayos niya, Mr. Maravillas.
And identified at least two main actors or players in the issue of drugs, illegal activities associated with POGOs. At ang dalawang aktor na ito, ipinakikilala ko po sa inyo si Michael Yang at si Alan Lim. Marami nang naisulat at nireport at naging usap-usapan tungkol kay Michael Yang. Michael Yang has been linked to various controversies in the past. This includes, among others, his alleged involvement in the importation and proliferation of drugs into our country. Nadawit din po ang pangalan niya sa Pharmally. Si Michael Yang din po ay ang former economic advisor appointed by the former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Then, there is Wei Zhonglin, aka Alan Lim. Kagaya po ni Michael, he is no stranger to articles written about him and other controversies. According to reports, Alan Lim and Michael Yang are business partners in the drug trade. Sila po ay tahasang pinangalanan ni Colonel Asierto as being so. At sa kanya din po ang isa sa mga naunang pogo sa ating bansa. In studying these individuals, napansin po natin that they use the same set of people and build multiple layers for their corporations. Layering, pero nabuko natin dahil sa pattern ng kanilang nominees. Para po madali natin maintindihan ang presentation, pag nakita po natin ang kulay blue, ito po ay umuugnay kay Michael Yang. At ang kulay pula naman po, yan naman po ay konektado kay Alan Lim. Next slide, please. Ang paulit-ulit na tao na associated kay Michael Yang ay ang mga sumusunod. Jason Uson, Gerald Cruz, Yukin Zeng. Kung atin pong matatandaan, hindi bago ang pangalan na Jason Uson at Gerald Cruz. Dahil nadawit na po ito ang mga pangalan nila sa investigasyon ng Pharmally. Ayon sa nakita naming sources at documents, ang mga personality na ito ay lahat based in Davao. This is significant considering the connections of Michael Yang in Davao City. He owns a
Taga
very
Davao kasi po yung
interesting
poon.
property. Hindi natin pwede makalimutan ang mga kapatid ni Michael Yang. Recently po, lumutang ang panganay na si Yang Jianjin, also known as Tony Yang or Antonio Maestrado Lim. Welcome to the House of Representatives. At ang kapatid niyang si Yang Hongjiang. Ang magkapatid rin na Michael Yang at Hongjiang Yang ang may-ari ng DCLA Plaza at Yangzi Group Trading Company. Kamakailan lamang ay napag-alaman natin na nariyan din pala si Tony Lim. Davao City Los Amigos Plaza, DCLA, which was incorporated in 2011 in Davao City, is one of the first known businesses established by Michael Yang, connected to this complex web of corporations that are involved in the proliferation of criminal activities in the Philippines. Sa affidavit na isinumite ni Arturo Las Cañas sa ICC, base sa mga reports, ay itong DCLA Plaza ay ginagamit lamang bilang front ni Michael Yang to conduct his illegal activities. Dito daw labas-pasok ang mga drug couriers. Ang Yangzi Group Trading Company naman po ay isang korporasyon din na pagmamay-ari ni Hongjiang Yang at Michael Yang na sangkot sa mga illegal importation ng mga iba't ibang mga goods. Puntahan naman natin si Yang Jianjin o si Antonio Maestrado Lim. Si Tony Yang is the eldest brother among the Yang brothers. Siya daw ang totoong mastermind at architect sa lahat ng operasyon ng criminal syndicate ng Yang brothers dito sa ating bansa. Tony Yang is based in Cagayan de Oro where he owns multiple businesses katulad ng Yangzi Hotel, dating Pogo Hub, at ang Philippine Sanja Steel Corporation na involved sa rice smuggling at human trafficking.
Tindi po.
Siya din ang presidente at incorporator ng Oroan Incorporated, isang service provider for Shongwei Technologies na pagmamay-ari ni Alan Lim. Si Tony Yang din ang may-ari ng Alwana Business Park where several unlawful activities have been reported. Nung nahuli si Tony Yang, may dala-dala po yang 1.4 million pesos in cash at mga iba't ibang lisensya for firearms. Gusto ko pong bigyang pugay ang PAOK TF. Congratulations po sa inyong paghuli kay Tony Yang. Tulad po ni Michael Yang, it would appear from reports that we have gathered in previous investigations that Alan Lim has a select number of associates whose names constantly and consistently appear in corporations that are owned by him, or we have observed are actually connected to him. The most obvious figure in this network of companies of Alan Lim has built is his wife, Rose Nonolin. Sinundan namin si Rose Lin, follow the trail kumbaga, at isa siya na nagko-connect kay Michael Yang at Alan Lim. This is a known fact. At makikita po natin mamaya that Rose Nonolin is an incorporator of at least 8 companies where Michael Yang is involved in, such as Piley Estate Group, formerly known as Piley Holdings, Philippine Full Wind Group of Companies. Ang entry point niya sa Pogo ay ang Shongwei Technology. Kung mapapansin niyo po, kapag binaliktad po natin yung pangalan na Shongwei, this is the Chinese name of Wei Zhonglin, aka Alan Lim. Now, what is Shongwei Technology? Shongwei is a Pogo which was registered as a Philippine corporation in 2016. Isa po ito sa mapangunahing Pogo sa ating bansa. While Alan Lim does not appear as a director or shareholder of Shongwei in any of his corporate records, the Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project, OCCRP, reported that Alan Lim, using his identity as Lin Weizhong, served as chairman
started
of this
operating only weeks after
Shongwei
Duterte's
service
inauguration.
providers include Brickharts,
Shongwei
Turquoise
Technology,
Technology Corporation, Shidaikeki Technology Corporation, and Orowan Incorporated. As previously reported, Shongwei and Brickharts shared the same email address. While this alone seems inconsequential, circumstances would show that Shongwei is part of the network of companies belonging to Yang and Lim, which is involved in illegal activities in our country. In fact, it has been reported that Shongwei was involved in 5 of the 7 kidnapping cases reported by Colonel Rodolfo Castil Jr., the Philippine National Police Anti-Kidnapping Group. Ngayon, balikan po natin ang ating paghihimay sa korporasyon ni Michael Yang at Alan Lim. Here we can see that Michael Yang has several persons which consistently appear as shareholders in his companies, such as DCLA Plaza and Yang Z Trading Company.
big time
These
po.
persons are Jason Uson, Jing,
Matindi.
Yung Kinze. It would appear that Jason Uson, allegedly a Filipino citizen, consistently owns at least 60% of these companies in apparent compliance of our nationality requirement. On the other hand, Alan Lim, Rose Nonolin, a Filipino citizen, identified to be his wife, consistently appears as a shareholder in his companies. In XRL Holdings, Rose Nonolin is 60% owner, again, in compliance with our nationality requirement. Several companies, Piley Holdings Corporation and Piley Estate Group Corporation, appear to be 50% owned by the Michael Yang Group and the Alan Lim Group, respectively. The same individuals Jason Uson, Yungkin Zheng are shareholders of these corporations together with Michael Yang. Meanwhile, Rose Nonolin, Alan Lim are shareholders from the Alan Lim side. Silipin naman po natin itong Piley Estate Corporation. Ano ang Piley Estate Group? Ang Piley Estate ang nagtayo ng Clark Majestic World, a mixed-use real estate development. Very similar ang mga condominium units dito sa mga residential units na ginagamit ng mga POGO employees. The businesses of Michael Yang and Alan Lim seem to always be involved or associated with illegal activities. For example, there are reports that the people who were held captive were found inside the Clark Majestic World. Another company providing the link between the partnership of Michael Yang and Alan Lim is the Philippine Full Wind Group of companies. Again, Alan Lim is not a direct shareholder of this company. His wife, Rose Nonolin, is. Consistent po yan sa obserbasyon natin na itong si Rose Nonolin is the representative, kumbaga, ng totoong may-ari na si Alan Lim. Similarly, Michael Yang has no direct shareholdings in the company. Jason Lim, Yungkin Zheng are also shareholders of DCLA Plaza that own a substantial part in the Full Wind. Mapapansin din po natin si Gerald Cruz. Kung atin po matatandaan, kasama ni Rose Nonolin, si Gerald Cruz, sila po ang mga directors ng Pharmaly Biological Company, the sister company of the infamous Pharmaly Pharmaceuticals. Again, these personalities appear as dummies for Michael Yang. Kapansin-pansin dito na parte sa korporasyon ang kapatid ni Michael Yang na si Hong Zhang Yang. Tignan naman po natin ang karakter nitong si Hong Zhang Yang. Sino naman si Hong Zhang Yang? Ayon sa mga report, kapatid po siya ni Michael Yang. He was also identified as the manager of DCLA store of Michael Yang in Davao City. Napaka-interesting po na pumasok ang pangalan ni Hong Zhang Yang sa Qualified Trafficking Investigation in Bamban POGO controversy. Bakit? It was reported that Hong Zhang Yang's accounts were linked to the transactions amounting to 3.2 billion pesos, which were allegedly used to finance Hong Sheng. The same POGO, which was raided in Tarlac and linked to Alice Guo's Baofu Land Development Incorporated. Sa madaling sabi, ka-joint account po ni Hong Zhang Yang si Zheng Yu na incorporator naman ng Hong Sheng Gaming Technology. Flashback muna tayo at balikan po natin si Michael Yang na lumutang doon sa Pharmaly Senate hearing and investigation. It was established during the Senate hearings 3 years ago na itong si Michael Yang ang financier ng Pharmaly when it was involved in the procurement of face masks and PPEs. Medyo iba na ito kasi
panahon ni Digong,
pinakakakitaan niya, hindi drugs.
matindi po.
Hindi. Kung hindi sa panahon ng pandemya na maraming Pilipino ang napaluhod at pinahirapan ng COVID-19, pinagkakitaan po ang kalagayan ng mamamayang Pilipino. Nakikita po natin sa slide na ito na parehas po ang modus na ginagamit ni Michael Yang at saka ni Alan Lim. Michael Yang Group using Gerald Cruz Alan Lim Group using his wife, Rose Nonolin. Balikan na naman po natin ang Pogo. Usisain po natin ang Xiongwei. Xiongwei is the licensed Pogo of Alan Lim. Isa sa kanyang service providers ay itong Brick Hearts Technology. Brick Hearts, kung susundan natin ang pattern, appears to be owned by the tandem of Michael Yang and Alan Lim. And some individuals who were still investigating, but coincidentally, nung tininan po namin kung saan po sila nakatira, lahat po sila mukhang nakatira sa Davao. At sino naman?
Tindi ba?
Ayon sa public sources, makikita
Davao
natin na noong 2022,
Davao Mafia?
Brick Hearts was involved in a kidnapping incident. It was found that a woman was kidnapped in Pasay, brought to a Pogo dorm in Cavite, where she was sold off to a Chinese national. Binenta ang isang Pilipina sa isang Chinese national.
Matindi? Kahindik-hindi ko?
Pagkatapos nito, siya po ay binugbog. Dinala sa isang Pogo dorm in Shuangma Industrial Park in Cavite. Shuangma is run by Brick Hearts Technology. A similar kidnapping incident of a Chinese national was also reported here. Interestingly, Brick Hearts has the same address of Xiongwei Technologies, which is owned by Alan Lim. Di ba kabit-kabit na? Corporate documents of Brick Hearts were also found in the Pogo raid in Bamban, Tarlac. So makikita natin na habang itong Brick Hearts na based in Cavite, bakit ang papel nito ay matatagpuan at nahanap sa Banban? Naglakad kaya ito o sumakay ng isang small boat papunta sa Banban? Let's dig deeper dito sa mga Pogo. Yan po ay ilan sa mga service providers of the Pogo of Alan Lim. Turquoise Diamond Technology, Shiday Keji Technology, at Oroan Incorporated. Bago pa lang natin ito malaman, ang Oroan, sabay na po lumutang ang kapatid ni Michael Yang na si Tony Yang. Makikita natin dito ang iba-iba pang mga personalities na closely associated or dummies of Alan Lim. Makikita rin po natin dito ang link ni Alan Lim sa kuya ni Michael Yang na si Tony Yang. Puntahan naman natin itong Oroan Incorporated. Ano ang Oroan Incorporated? Ayon sa AOI or Articles of Incorporation ng Oroan, ito ay itinayo primary for the purpose of engaging in internet allied businesses and providing call center services sa business processing and outsourcing. However, it was later found out that Oroan was a customer relations service provider of one of Alan Lim's Pogo, which is Xiongwei Technologies. Ayon sa mga news reports, meron ding unlawful activities na naganap sa Alwana Compound, Cagayan de Oro, where Oroan is located. Si Tony Yang ang president at incorporator ng Oroan. At dito makikita ang direct link ni Tony Yang sa kaibigan at close associate ng kapatid niya na si Michael Yang at Alan Lim. Balik naman po tayo sa ibang service providers ng Xiongwei, ng Turquoise at Shiday Keji. Based on PAGCOR documents and records, Turquoise, Shiday Keji, and Orawan are service providers of Shongwei. But what is extremely suspicious here is the fact that two of these service providers, Turquoise and Shidaikeji, were found to be inside the Baofu compound sa teritoryo ni Alice Guo, na ang pogo na ito ay ang Hongzhen Zunyuan. So ang tanong, bakit yun nandun? Dito po natin makikita ang grupo ni Alice Guo na pawang nasa same circle and networks of friends, si As Alan Lim and Michael Yang. And as we know, ang Baofu ang kasunod.
DS, inom ka muna ng tubig na malamig, baka nauhaw ka na. Now, I'm sure, given the current developments on Alice Guo, that we are all familiar with. Ang Baofu compound, it is the biggest pogo compound in Bamban, Tarlac, and owned by Baofu Development Incorporated. Baofu equals Alice. Uulitin ko po na several service providers of Alan Lim's Shongwei Technologies are linked to Baofu. Customer relations providers of Shongwei Turquoise Diamond Technology Corporation and Shidaikeji Technology Corporation can be found inside the Baofu compound. Brickhart's documents were likewise found inside the Baofu compound. Sino pa ang may link sa Baofu? Siyempre, ang Yang. Tingnan po natin ang next slide. Ang link ay na kay Ongjian Yang, ang kapatid ni Michael Yang. As stated kanina ni Deputy Speaker J.J. Suarez, ka-joint account ni Ongjian Yang si Zhen Kan Yu, ang incorporator ng Hongsheng. At sa usapin pa rin po ng Pogo ay huwag din nating kakalimutan ang Porac, Pampanga, kung saan nakilala natin ang Lucky South 99. Ang Lucky South 99 naman ay pawang nauugnay sa Hongzhen Zunyuan dahil sa close association naman ng nakilala nating representative ng Lucky South na si Cassie Hong. Ang Lucky South 999 ay kilalang kilala na po natin. Sa raid na naganap dyan ay kahindik-hindik na krimen po ang nakadiskubre natin dyan. Nariyan ang mga kinidnap, tinorture, pinatay, mga na-recover na videos na may nalalaman ng pag-aabuso sa mga kababayan o iba pang sex crimes o mga cyber scams.
Matindi po.
Bakit po natin sinasabing kahit papaano ay kasama ito sa web? Dahil po naman, yan ang makikita nating koneksyon dito sa Hongzhen Yuan o ang Baofu. Tingnan po natin ang links. Una po, it follows the
Lahat
same
mga
pattern
Chinese,
o modus operandi.
mga maaamo yung mukha.
Magsisimula po ito sa pagbili ng mga hektaryang lupain kung sa Bamban ay namili ay namili ay ang Baofu sa Porac. Ang namili ay ang Whirlwind. Pagkatapos po niyan, ay magtatayo ng mga structures o buildings. Diyan, kung titingnan mo, ang halos pare-parehong lang ang prison-like facilities. At halos kasabay ng pagtatayo ng physical structure ay mag-a-apply po ito ng POGO license. Sa Banban, ito ang Ongsen o Zunyuan sa Porac. Ito naman ang Lucky South 99. May mga links din po ang mga personalidad dito. Si Zhang Zi na taga Singapore, ang dating presidente ng Lucky South 99, ay napabalitang tumulong kina Alice Guo at Cassie Ong para sa stay nila sa Indonesia. Si Duan Ren Wu na nauugnay naman sa Whirlwind at Lucky South ay kay Cassie Ong ay namataan na kasama ni Alice Guo sa Indonesia. At alam po naman natin na kasama si Cassie Ong ang pamilya Guo habang sila ay nasa ibang bansa sa tangkang tumakas sa lahat ng nakakabit na kontrobersya nila dito sa ating bansa sa Pilipinas. Maliban sa mga links ng ganyan, ang mga nag-ooperate within the POGO compound sa Banban at sa Porac ay pare-parehong sangkot sa mga krimen na human trafficking, cybercrimes at kung ano-ano pa. Bakit po natin sinasabing kasama rin po dito? Kasi ganyan po ang criminal enterprise. Ang criminal enterprise as defined, it is a group of individuals with an identified hierarchy or comparable structure engaged in criminality activity. Balikan po natin sina Michael Yang, sina Alan Lim. Sa POGO lang ba? Hindi po. Hindi lang POGO at Parmali. May drugs pa po. May drugs pa po. Tingnan po natin yung next slide. The Michael Yang and Alan Lim group, as shown here, are linked to Golden Sun 999, which is significant because it connects us to Empire 999 na makikita natin mamaya na heavily involved pala sa mass land acquisition and drugs.
Kaya pro-China politicians po.
Inabot na rasyon.
Peligroso po yung ating bansa.
At natin na konektado pa rin. Relevantly, the connection lies in the interlocking directors or common incorporators, shareholders among these corporations. As mentioned earlier, Rose Nono Lim, the wife of Alan Lim, and Gerald Cruz and Lincoln Ong, known as associates of Michael Yang, were all implicated in the Parmali scandal. Both Rose Nono Lim
Isang grupo
and
lang
Gerald
po.
Cruz are incorporators of Golden Sun 999 along with ID Taeyang. ID Taeyang is also an incorporator of Empire 999 Realty Corporation, where it was reported that almost 3.6 billion worth of shabu was found and confiscated. This warehouse is owned by Mr. Willie Ong, an incorporator of both Empire 999 and Sunflare Industrial Corporation. Lincoln Ong, who is also an incorporator of Parmali Pharmaceutical, and ID Taeyang, who is an incorporator of Golden Sun 999 and Empire 999 are also both incorporators of Mexico 999. Sino po si Empire 999? Tingnan po natin. Empire 999 Realty Corporation is a registered corporation with the SEC since 2015, with some of its incorporators being Willie Ong, I.D. Tiyang, Jack Tiyang, and Alvin Ganituen. As shown, these people are the same people who provide the link between what appears to be an entity owned by Yang and Lim, which is Golden Sun 999 to Empire 999. Empire 999 has been reported to be involved in illegal drug activities in the country, which is owned warehouse being the recipient of the at least 560 kilos of shabu with an estimated cost of 3.6 billion pesos. These shabu were reportedly shipped from Bangkok, Thailand. Makikita po natin na naglipa na sa ating bansa ang mga ito. Ang Yang brothers na si Michael Yang, Ong Jiang Yang, at si Tony Yang andito na, pati ang close associate ni Michael Yang na si Alan Lim. Nandito din si Ma'am Alice Guo at malamang ang mga tao sa likod ng Lucky South 99 as presented by Cassie Ong. Dito makikita natin ay bawat isa-isa sa kanila ay may iba't ibang focus o areas of influence sa ating bansa. These Chinese nationals are setting up corporations all over the country, taking advantage to our laws by perpetrating and promoting illegal activities, so the great prejudice of our country and Filipino people. Nariyan po tayo ngayon. Such is the sorry state of our country. Kaya po tayo ngayon nandito. Mayroon po tayong pinormang Quadcom. Hindi lang konektado ang mga krimen, konektado rin pala ang mga tao na nagpapalakad ng mga ito. Hindi po ito titigil hanggang masisid at masimot natin ang lahat ng
konektado yung AJK, drugs, pogo.
At kung paano nila nagawa ang pagsasamantala sa ating bansa upang magawa namin ang aming sworn duty at constitutional responsibility para mapalakas sa ating mga batas at maprotektahan ang lahat ng Pilipino. Marami po ang nababahala. Marami ang nagsasabi, puro investigasyon. Wala namang mangyayari dyan. Hindi po ito nagtatapos.
Yan yung mga DDS,
sa trabaho ng Quadcom.
mga vloggers ng nausog. Yan ang sinasabi. Puro investigasyon daw.
Pagod ay simula lamang.
Ayaw kasi nila na
to address this. Cleansing is
booking paano kung sino yung poon.
Po namin at kakaya namin dahil ito po ay para sa sambayan ng Pilipino. Sa ngayon ay uncover pa lang po natin ang criminal enterprise. Wala po tayo sa tanong na who enabled them to freely and with impunity operate.
Yan, yung mga politiko na.
Po ang
government officials.
Natin. Hindi po ito makaka-operate kung walang mga Pilipinong tumutulong sa gawaing ito. Wala pa rin po tayo sa financial links. Kulang pa. To completely paralyze them is to cut the financial stream o ang agos ng pera, saan na naman po nagkulang ang ating batas sa dalawang usaping ito? We will end their era. Tatapusin po natin ito. Samahan niyo po kaming miyembro ng Quadcom, itong miyembro ng 19th Congress. Ito po para sa ating bansa. Ito po para sa susunod na henerasyon. Ibalato po natin at ibigay po natin ang magandang bukas sa ating bansa. Hindi lang po ito ang laban ng Kongreso. Laban po natin ito bilang mga Pilipino. Sino ba naman ang hindi naghahangad ng mas maayos na mabuting Pilipinas? Oo, para po tayong napapaloob sa isang teleserye. May ending din po ito, but sa ngayon, abagan ang susunod na kabanata. The Quadcom is not done. Dakal pong salamat, May Pabingid, at thank you very much kay kayong ampo.
Now you know, mga kababayan, at dito ninyo maintindihan kung bakit nagtago na si Atty. Harry Roque. Pasasaat mauli rin itong si Harry Roque. Naka-assign na sa kanyang pagtugis, mga kababayan, si General Torre. Siguradong masusukol siya, mga kababayan, para magbigay ng linaw sa kanya pong partisipasyon dito. At malaman natin kung saan niya kinuha yung kanyang yaman. So parang may idea na po tayo kung saan kinuha ni Roque ang kanyang yaman. Kaya tumakbo sa Supreme Court po. Ayaw ibigay yung salin. Pugante siya ngayon. Tulad ni Pacquiao. Si Pacquiao naulog na sa batas. Nakakulong na po. So alam na ninyo po ang mga susunod na makukulong, mga kababayan. Karamihan po dito, mga taga Davao. May breaking news pala po. Patay na po si Corita. Yung folk singer na si Corita. Yan ang breaking news ngayon sa Philippine Daily Inquirer. Mga kababayan, OPM singer Corita, best known for her hit songs Oras Na, Lolose, and Sierra Madre, died after a long illness, sabi ng kanyang kapartner na si Chito Santos. Santos made a confirmation through broadcaster Julius Babaw as per the latter's YouTube vlog kahapon po, September 27. Speaking about the late singer's final days, sabi po ni Santos, ilang araw namin siyang binabantayan hanggang sa manghina na siya ng manghina. Ayoko namang magtagal pa dahil lalo lang siyang mahihirapan. Tumigil na lang siya sa paghinga. Lumalaban siya kanina pero nakita ko na hirap na siya kaya nag-decide na ako na ganon, hindi ko na kayang tiisin, sabi po niya. Santos stated that the singer's remains will be cremated. Santos' sister, who is also a doctor and also look after Corita, further noted that they plan to have a one-day, one-night viewing at the Pierce residence in Tagaytay City. The date of the viewing has yet to be finalized. Nagpasalamat din po si Santos doon sa mga tumulong, nag-donate at saka siyempre nagdasal. So, condolence na lang to the family. Bicolana po pala itong si Corita. Taga dito sa amin sa Masbate. Kami dito sa Albay, yung Masbate Island province po siya. At mayaman sila dati, mga kababayan. Yung kanyang si Lolo Jose, dating senador pala yon nung panahon. Ginawa niya ng kanta. At may-ari sila ng yung lolo niya may-ari ng napakalawak na rancho noon. Kaya lang nagka-problema yata. Napabayaan, ayun, may to make over na iba. So, naging problematic, mga kababayan, yung properties nila. Hacienda, rancho, bakahan. So, anyway, ganun talaga po ang buhay. So, abangan natin po yung mga susunod pang kabanata dito sa Quadcom Invest.